Okay, today I wanted to share with you how to use Flippity as a Google Sheets add-on. In particular, I'm going to show you how to use it to create spelling practice for your students. So the first thing you're going to do is create a new Google Sheets. Open up a new one. And once it loads, we'd come here to add-ons. Now, when I click on add-ons, my Flippity is already there because I've already installed it. If you haven't installed Flippity, you'll just go to Get Add-ons, search for Flippity, and yours, where mine says Manage, here is a green button. Yours would be a blue button that says Free, and you would just click Free to add it, and then it'll ask you to allow permissions, and you'll click Allow, and then you'll have Flippity. You only have to install it one time. After that, it'll just be there unless you remove it every time you open a spreadsheet. So we'd come back to add-ons now that I have it. I'd go to Flippity and I'd pick a template. Now there are lots of options here. Flashcards, I love the flashcards. It's a wonderful option as well. But there's also quiz show, crossword, bingo, hangman, spelling words, name picker, mix and match, all kinds. We're going to come back to the spelling words. For all of these, if you need to know how to use it, there's a demo that you can click on and we'll walk you through it. Or you can just go directly to Use to pull up the template. Okay, this URL here is going to be very important later, but I can always pull it back up. Okay, so I'm going to close it for now. I always like to come and title my spreadsheet so that I can make sure I can find it later. So I'm going to put spelling words, I don't know, make it up 3rd grade here. Okay, and I like to go ahead and add it to a folder, organize it so that I can find it later. So I'd move this item, go to my drive, find the folder I want to put it in and move it. That way I know I can find it later. Okay. Now the way this is really set up is so that each student here has their own individual spelling list. And that's a wonderful way to use this program. And notice this second row, you can add an email address so that the results can be emailed to the parent. I, though, would like to use it in a different way. And I'm going to put my weekly words here. So I'm going to put week 1. And I'm going to add my words. I'm going to say ball, rope, yard, flower, school. Okay, so let's say those are my 5 words for this week. Okay. I don't have any other words yet. It's still just week 1, so I'm going to delete all of these. Okay, got to be careful not to delete any of the blue rows or cells, because then that would be very, very bad. Okay, so now I have my spelling words in there for week 1. Now all I have to do is go to File, Publish to Web, and Publish. Are you sure you want to publish? Okay. I close that. I come back here to my Flippity, get my Flippity URL, and I click on that. Choose week 1, and here are my words. I can hear them, and of course, I'll share this with my students. They can click on it to hear it pronounced.
Ball, B-A-L-L, ball.
They can go
Spell,
to Practice.
Ball. Good. Spell, rope. Good.
They can go
Spell,
to the Quiz.
School. Spell, rope. Spell, yard. Spell, flower. Spell, ball.
And then, of course, they see how they did at the end. Okay? So I've looked at this. I know that this is exactly what my students need. I can share it easily here with a link. So maybe I'll take this link and post it to my website, or I can actually just click here to publish it to my classroom. So I would click, add it to my class. I'm going to make it an announcement. You can make it an assignment. It's up to you. I'm going to put practice your spelling words. Okay. And then I can post that. And I can view it. So here are my spelling words. The students would just click on it to practice. Now let's say that's week 1. Now I want to do week 2. I can open up this same file that I started, add week 2 here. Now let's say we're working on homophones. So we've got turn right instead of left. If I add these comments here, it's going to help because the computer will read that to the students as well. So I might say students write their names on their papers. And I might say buy, B-U-I, buy milk at the store. And buy, say goodbye, or say bye when you leave. Okay. All right, now I would continue, of course, add more words. But this is my week 2. Guess what? I don't have to publish it again. It's already published. If I come back here to my sample class, and if my students came here, they click on their words, guess what? There's week 2.
Right. Turn right instead of left. R-I-G-H-T. Right. Spell. Right. Turn right instead of left. Good. Spell. Buy. Buy milk at the store. Spell. Right. Turn right instead of spell. Buy. Say bye when you leave. Spell. Right. Students write their name.
And that's it. Now the students have it. And so I can just post it this one time. Students would always know this is where it is. I would just every week open up in my Google Drive my saved spreadsheet and continue to add my spelling words. And students then would have access throughout the year. So I think this is a really great tool that teachers can use to make a spelling practice tool for their students. And that is Flippity Add-On in Google Sheets.